Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Meaningful Conversations with Beata. I hear echo there. I'm Beata Seweryn-Reid. I'm a coach, I'm a speaker, and change maker. Well, I still hear the echo. I'm sorry about that. But we're gonna continue. It's episode 107. Let me put this in.
I love it. 107 already. Wow.
Yes, it's episode 107, and I'm so happy to very special, dear to my heart guest, Fanie Tami. And Fanie, we connected through Les Brown training for the
Right.
speakers. And well, for everyone who doesn't know you well, it's would be surprised because when I met you, and probably you would say a little bit maybe the same about me. We were pretty shy, yes, like especially when you had Les Brown out there, and during a very short time, Penny became like she's everywhere, speaking on podcasts, speaking on live videos, running her own shows. And I was like, oh my gosh, what a change, what a transformation. So I would like to introduce you to my dear friend. She is a mindset coach, she's an entrepreneur, she's inspirational speaker, she's just fabulous human, and she calls her fabulous Fanie. I listened to one of your inspirational talks, and you call yourself fabulous Fanie, and nobody can be as fabulous as you because you are you. And Fanny is most known for helping people build permanent self-confidence and self-esteem. Fanny, welcome to the show. I'm honored to have you here today.
Oh, thank you so much, my friend. You don't know what it means so much to me. Thank you so much for having me. I'm really, really excited. I'm really happy. And I'm really honored to be here in the meaningful conversation with Beata.
Yes, we're
I
gonna have
was,
some fun.
yeah, I really wanted to be here, and I'm happy that I am. Thank you for this
Yes.
time together.
So one of my first questions actually will be, and before I ask a question, for everyone who is joining us today, please let us know that you are here. I cannot see all of you on StreamYard, but I will, I will recognize when I see you. And let us know what do you think about self-confidence, because it's what we're gonna talk about today.
Oh,
Self-confidence is very important skill in our life, and we are not born with it. It sounds funny sometimes because we say, oh, I was born confident. I don't think so, because it's the there is a difference between self-confidence and self-esteem. And I would like to ask you, Fanny, first of all, how did you become self-confident, and what is the difference between being self-confident and having a high self-esteem?
oh wow. We are starting with the big one. Okay. Well, I would say I strongly believe that self-confidence is a mental state. It's a it's a it's just a mental state of you seeing yourself being. I don't well, going through this mindset coaching, I discovered that actually I'm going to maybe to surprise you, but we are all born very confident. What do I mean by that? That self-confidence, it's about acknowledging the divine in you. It's about really acknowledging that you are one with the infinite. And when you are born, you are completely pure, completely holy, completely you are just perfect. That divine DNA in you is perfect, and you have nothing else. But throughout your life, throughout your childhood, throughout all your teenage, throughout all the circumstances that you went through, well, all the different viruses, different situation come and they bury that confidence deep, deep, deep within. So the confidence is still there, but it's completely buried with the disappointment, the betrayal, all the things that you went through, and the insult, all the things that you really, really went through. So it comes and it completely comes and buried the confidence deep within. I would say that I strongly believe that we are all born confident, and it's just a matter of being now to the having that conscious awareness of who you really are. Confidence, it's about knowing who you are, your real identity. Because when you discover that you were created in the likeness and the in the image and the likeness of God, and that you carry already his power, his greatness, his amazing strength and victory in you, and that you keep that awareness permanently, you suppress that awareness in your subconscious mind, then you are just being you, because your divine you is perfect. But when we start focusing on all the external things outside, on what people say about us, on what people think about us, on what people would say about us, only waiting for people approval to do things, only remembering what was said about me. Like when I was a child, I remember seeing some of my neighbors always insulting their children, always screaming, I mean, very, very hard on the children. Guess what? A child who is really raised on all this insult, criticism, will grow up being a very insecure person, is someone lacking confidence, lacking self-esteem, seeing himself not good enough. Self-esteem is just really seeing yourself not worthy at all of any good things. Is even you adding to all the I don't know, all the negativity that you've been through. Now is you taking time always to really pity yourself and to beat yourself every time. I mean, someone who lacks self-esteem is someone who really don't see that he deserves even to be alive. I mean, some people feel like rubbish. Is someone who has been accepting so many negativity that he himself, he's always mocking himself, insulting himself, saying all the negativity about himself. There are people who really, really have a very terrible lack of self-esteem. They're always saying only negative things about themselves. Oh, I'm so weak. I'm so mediocre. I mean, they keep beating themselves. There is one thing to not feel that you are successful, but there is another thing to be always saying all the negative things about you. And I thank God because this can be changed. This state of lacking confidence or lacking self esteem can easily be changed, but you really need to be willing to pay the price. And the price is really, really small comparing to the benefit. I trust me.
Absolutely. And before we go into this easy steps, how to change it, I would like to ask you because I have to clarify, and I love that we agree to disagree on some stuff. Like I deeply believe that the confidence, which the word confidence comes from the Latin word trust, it's more about trusting in our abilities, so our skills basically.
Exact.
And self-esteem is about what you beautifully said about value, yeah, how we value ourselves and where our value comes from the inside. And it's what you said, Fanny, just a couple seconds ago. You have to know yourself, who you are. And when you deeply know your, you have knowing of who you are, your identity, how you word it, then you can not only increase your self-esteem, because I believe we have started with self-esteem and then self-confidence will come. Because like, look at the athletes, they are very confident in achieving, I don't know, Olympic goals because they are very good at what they do. But then look at the movie stars that they are successful and then kill themselves because they don't have enough self-esteem. It's like, I don't value myself enough to be alive. So I want to highlight the difference here. But tell us about Fanny, how she got to know herself enough to say, okay, I'm not hiding anymore. I be everywhere and anywhere that I have to be, because I have a dream of myself that is bigger than my self-doubt and my low self. I mean, I don't know. You tell us.
Well, it's amazing what you are saying, and it's so true what you just shared about self-esteem and self-confidence. But what about me? It's very strange because being a teenager, I really lacked self-confidence, and I had some classmate who used to call me spaghetti because I was so slim. And this is
That's
something
so
that
cool.
really, yeah, can you imagine being called spaghetti? I mean, this is
Oh,
just ridiculous.
I was called skinny, so yeah, it's almost like spaghetti. Yeah.
Like the pasta, they used to call me like pasta, and I hated this.
Yeah.
And this really didn't help me because I could, I was not even confident speaking on before people because they were, yeah, look, spaghetti is coming. I mean, like,
Wow.
so funny things. And I remember even from my teenage already saying to myself, I really want to help others later to become confident. I think this is really not a funny thing. And some way, somehow, I also had this um um relative of mine who were going through really abused relationship, and it was so painful for me to see my cousins, my aunties. They were, I mean, always being not valued by their boyfriend. And I remember I kept asking them, but why are you staying there? Why? And I really wanted to protect them. I really wanted to. And I don't. It just. And I had a dream, really a dream to help women worldwide to believe in themselves, to see themselves great, including myself, because I was not great, but I had something, a light in me that was saying that you are great, Fanny. You are called onto greatness. And I think life happened, and I came in Switzerland almost 20 years ago. And I went through so many things here in Switzerland. And I end up saying to myself, well, I think I'm fine having my legal assistant job and just going around and doing things. It's okay. I don't need to be that great. It's because I didn't know how to do it. I was feeling bad inside. I was not feeling okay. I was not happy with my life. I was not happy with what was going on in my life. I was always angry, bitter, always, I mean,
Mm.
seeking for people's approval, always looking at other people's dream, looking at other people's life. And I knew that I deserved better, but I was not willing enough to go through and to go for it. And I think the really, really things that shifted for me is that ever since I had my firstborn, and I don't know, I've always have a special relationship with this boy, and I saw how my negativity, my all this lack of confidence that I was going through, it had made me so bitter, so always screaming home, always shouting, always, I mean, always angry. And I saw how this boy was so fearful. He was always crying whenever I'll call him, always fearful, always like it made me feel so bad because the person that I loved so much was the person that I was terrifying. I mean, he was literally like he would always choose to be with my husband with his dad, and always like, no, 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 I don't want you. And I felt so bad that this, I don't know, what am I doing? Why? And I say, no, I'm ready to do all that it takes to really change my son's life, to really help him to believe in himself, to believe in his greatness, to become that great person that I can see in him. So I was really willing to do all that it takes, to do the work, to start working on me, to even wake up. I mean, to stay. I remember when I joined Les Brown, it was at 1 a.m. for me, and I would stay there until 4 when we would close with John Talarico, and I wake up the following day in the morning to dress them up. I was willing to spend hours and hours reading, doing things, and because I wanted a radical change in my life. And I said to myself, I believe when Les Brown say, you carry greatness inside of you, because this is something that I had already felt during my teenage. And he reminds me of that. And I said, yes, it's time for me to go after it. I choose to die empty. I choose to go after it. And I want to be a positive role model for these children. If only I can do one thing in life, is I believe and I desire, my deep desire is to really be an example for my children, is to really, if I don't help any other person, but I help these children to believe in themselves, to believe in their greatness, it will be enough for me. So I'm willing every single day to do all that it takes to build that self-confidence and that self-esteem, to see myself great so that they can see also that they themselves are great.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing your deep and private story. Um, you said a lot of great. I still hear echo. I don't know why. I'm sorry about that. Do you hear echo?
No, I don't.
That's weird. Oh, good that you don't hear. Hopefully, my audience don't hear it too.
I think they
And
don't.
and again, hello everyone, and thank you for being here with us. Great hello to you,
Hi,
Bob,
everyone.
Darlene.
Hi,
Thank
girlie.
you, Lillian. Hi,
Hi,
beautiful ladies.
Lillian.
Hi, and Tanya. Thank you for being here with us.
Hi, Tanya.
Thank you. So going back to your story, I love your story, and I love how at one day you just notice. So you open not only your eyes, but you open your heart,
Yeah.
and you say, "Oh my gosh, what am I doing to myself?" And your son was mirror to that. I love that you are able to see it. Like, it's not about him, it's about me. It's my bitterness, my anger that I try to put on the outside world because I'm not happy on the inside. Fanny, I know that you help a lot of people to change that state. So what is the secret, your little secret that you could share with us, how to make that radical change, how to go from being this person that is seeking constant approval from the outside to the one that is saying, I'm fabulous, I'm funny, no one is like me. So how did you were able to become it? Like, what do you have, some steps or some advice for people who are listening and they don't feel confident in, because sometimes we are confident in some areas and in others not. So how they can gain this permanent self-confidence and ultimately self-esteem?
I would say confidence, as I said, is really a mental state, and therefore it's a lifetime process. You keep improving. We are called to always improve our life. So, and as we improve our life, meaning as we set new goals, we are always growing, and as we grow, we grow in confidence also. We are always strengthening our confidence. The more we keep moving, we keep growing, we keep, aspiring to more and more. And I would say that the really, really first thing is, I believe, is to really take the time to study yourself, to know you, because confidence comes from within. It's an inside work. It's really take the time. It's not about what Beata is saying, what Beata is doing actually, what is going on around. Is really about you, because you are the one not feeling well deep within. So it's really a matter of sitting and having that time with you. That's really meaningful conversation with yourself.
I love it. That's right. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful.
And to ask to yourself, who do I really say I am? Me, I am a Christ believer. So I believe that the person who created all things, and we can see the whole world is so beautiful. And it is also said that he created me in his image and his likeness, and he's perfect. I mean, only a perfect God can create everything perfect. We always have day and night. We never have 2 day and 2 night. I mean, everything works perfectly. So I was just saying, who does this God says I am? And I wanted to really know who I am deep from inside, even shut the noise and listen to that small voice deep within. And also go back and read my Bible. If you're not a Bible reader, well, it's fine. But just take the time to have that inner conversation and that inner silence every single day with you. And I promise you, you will always listen to that small voice. And it's always a kind and beautiful voice. Whenever it's a negative voice, just delete it. Just say next. Just cancel it. That voice will always reveal to you that beauty inside of you. And as I said, you carry a perfect DNA. So I say it starts with a perfect conscious awareness of who you are. You are holy, you are perfect, you are talented, you are positive, you are amazing, you are strong, you are fabulous. You are just great. But I want you to hold this word, or if you read them from the Bible, because that's what it says, or if you can really feel that greatness when you are silent. And I want you to internalize it, because I said self-confidence is a mental state. Thank you. Self-confidence is a mental state. So it means that once you have that awareness that I am divine, I have it all, I am already all that I am called to be here on earth. I already have all that I desire here on earth. Once you have that awareness, it's necessary for you to go through a mind to renew your mind. The word says that do not conform to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind. It takes a complete renewal of your mind. So the awareness, the renewing of your mind, and the renewal of your mind also goes with a positive mental attitude. A positive mental attitude for me is basically to always expect success, to always believe that all things works together for your good, to always choose to see the good in everything, to always choose. I mean, it's a conscious work that you have to do. Every time you think of the negative things, you bring your mind back and say that the perfect God who created me wants only good for me. So therefore, I expect only good in life. I believe that the whole universe is working on my favor. These are things that you have to even repeat to yourself every single day. Believe deep in your core that it's only good that you deserve. Successful people, what do you think they do? They only expect positive things. They only expect good. They only go and they go for it. So once you expect success, don't just sit and expect it. Now, ask for it, go for it, work for it. Start taking baby steps. But keep in mind that all things work together for your good, that this is going to be good for you. Believe deep in your core. That's what I say. It's a mental positive attitude that you have to have. Always believe that there are much more reasons for you to succeed than there are reasons for you to fail. Keep that mental attitude, keep that mental belief. And then I really believe that it takes a burning desire. Do you have a burning desire? For many years I didn't. And I was like, well, it's okay. But I had a burning desire to help my children become the leaders they were born to be. I had a burning desire to become a positive role model for my kids and for my generation. This is my desire. This is what drives me. This is what helped me to keep pushing, to keep going. Have a burning desire. Because once you have a burning desire, guess what? Is that desire who will hold you to keep doing the work. Because there is work to do, darling. There are some morning routine to do. There are some evening routine. There are some mindset shift. There are some thinking that you have to hold on. No matter what you are going through, no matter when the bills are piling up and you go to your bank account, you don't see any money there. You keep that mental attitude that there is money for me. There are much more reasons why I can succeed in this life that I cannot. Have that mental aptitude, but keep having it. You bring your mind back every time. It's a conscious work. Constantly you are doing it, and you take a decision. It takes a radical decision for someone to change his life. If you keep procrastinating, okay, I'll do it tomorrow. Okay, I'll do it next month. I was doing that. Nothing was changing. It takes a radical decision to change your life. So take the decision today and go for that goal. Because if you don't have a burning desire, how can you take a decision, and how will you set a goal? Set a goal to see yourself confident. Set a goal, set a goal that is worthy for you. That set a goal of something that you desire. What do you really, really desire? Set that goal. And believe that there are much more reasons why you can have that goal, achieve that goal, than there are reasons that you cannot. And I want you to relax and to sit. This is something that I do. I want you to create an ideal you. This is how you will build your confidence. Create your ideal you. Say to yourself that from today, I'm going to become the star of my movie. Your movie is your life. Say to yourself that from today, I'm going to stop sitting on the supportive to be that passenger, to sit on that passenger seat. Be the driver of your life. Take that decision. Today, just before the show, because here it's already 8, it's something that I don't do every day because, I also think about environment, about my future, my kids. But I took a bath, and in my bath, I close my eyes and I just imagine myself the ideal life that I want. I close my eyes and I write that script and I go through the movie of my life. And in that movie, guess what? I am the actor. I am the producer. I am the director. I am the script writer. And I write everything in detail. And I imagine the beautiful life that I want for myself, for my family. And I make sure that every single time I go back to this, I visualize that life. And I love doing it, especially when I'm having my bath in my baignoire. I don't know how you say baignoire, the bath, right? But I
Right.
don't do it every day because, even when I'm taking just a shower, I will always think of me having that ideal vision of me. And every single day, I go through things, I do the routine, I write down my life, I write down the thing, and I take action. Have a specific goal and go for it. Go for
Wow,
it.
wow, what an inspiring speech, basically. Yeah, wow. Thank you so much for sharing. And for everyone who is joining us or will watch us later on replay, we are talking to Fanie Penny. She is in Switzerland. She's a
Yes.
mindset coach and inspirational speaker. You just get a little bit of that, the taste. And let me just say what people are saying. All things work together for good, Amina. Thank you, Amina. Tanya is positive mental attitude. That's so right. Burning desire. Yes. And create your ideal you. Yes, yes, and yes. You inspire us so much. And as I said, for everyone who's gonna watch us on the replay, Tami, she just released a secret to her wonderful life that she has, full of confidence, full of uh, high self-esteem, and she built it only because she decided to invest in herself and
Yes.
invest into knowing who she is. And she beautifully said, create your ideal you. And she what tools she uses, she writes it down every single day, and she goes in this mental state, because mental attitude, as she said, is the key to create your ideal self and your ideal life. And when you have your ideal life and you see your ideal self, see yourself confident, see yourself achieving it already. Is that right, Fanny?
It's right, yes.
Wow,
See
so
yourself
beautiful.
confident. Every single day, write yourself, I am happy, I am confident, I am confident and I love it. I am confident and I love it. I mean, whatever you want, make sure, set your mind only to think only about it. The more you focus your mind, your attention on that thing that you want, guess what? You will manifest it, because whatever you can hold in your mind and believe so strongly that it will happen, it will really happen. So every single day, write, I am so happy, I am confident, and smile. See yourself confident. Be happy to be confident. See, don't wait for it to manifest. See already you being confident. I always say to myself, I'm confident and I'm happy. I am multimillionaire. I see myself in my mind multimillionaire. And I keep believing that as I say it, as I enjoy it in my mind, in my imagination. Guess what? Laughing, adding emotion, so happy. I will
Wow.
manifest it. Say every day, I am confident and I'm happy. I'm happy to be confident. I'm confident. Write it. My
Everyone who's
mentor Bob
listening
Proctor will
us,
say, write it 100
say it.
times.
I'm sorry to disturb you, but I want everyone who is listening us, say it and write it in the comments. I'm confident. I'm
I'm
happy.
confident. I'm
Yes.
confident and I'm happy. I'm confident and I'm happy. I'm fabulous. Say
Confident
to
and I'm
yourself,
happy. It could be a
I am
song.
fabulous.
It
Say to
could be a
yourself, I'm
song.
fabulous. And every single day, look at yourself on the mirror. Say good things to yourself. Say beautiful things to yourself. All the things that you would love to hear about you. I am happy. I am positive. I am confident. I am fabulous. I'm amazing. I am strong. I am talented. Say it in front of the mirror every single day and kiss yourself. Say to yourself, I love you, Fanny. I love you. Whatever your name is, say to yourself, I love you. I used to write, I love me. I love me. I love me. I love myself.
I love what you're saying, because the writing is powerful. I always work with my clients through journaling, and it's so powerful. We have Esa Verera here. Hey, ladies, nice to see you.
Hi.
Nice to see you, Quinn. Thank you for visiting.
Hi,
We have
Essie.
Tanya saying, I'm confident.
Yes.
I'm happy, yes.
I'm
And
happy.
Asa Verrera again is saying, I'm super confident and extremely happy.
I love it.
Woohoo!
I
Yes,
love
I
it.
love it as well.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are. And yes, you are, Fanny. Thank you
Yes, I
so
am.
much for joining me today. And almost last question. I have this burning desire to ask you, to ask you how actually, what do you want people to say about you when you are gone?
You know, it's really, really my burning desire to hear people say, that I've helped them manifest their dream life, that I've helped them believe in themselves, that hearing me or listening to me or going through a coaching with me has helped them not only to believe deep in their core, but in themselves, but manifest their dream life, because I do believe that your dream life is possible. I believe it with all my heart, with all my soul, with all my strength. And I want you to go after your dream life. I want
Beautiful.
everyone to really just decide and go after his dream life, because our dream life, we were sent here on earth to live our dream life, to live a healthy, happy, wealthy, confident life. We are meant for that. We deserve nothing but the best, only the best.
Mm.
So whenever we are not living it, it means that maybe our thoughts are not the right thoughts. The things that we are thinking, the things that we are internalizing into our mind are not the right one. Because when you hear about what God says about you, He says only good things, beautiful things about you. So who are you to come and see yourself, I mean, smaller and little than how He sees you?
Amen.
See you
Fanie, what
great.
is the best way to connect with you? What is the best way to find you and what you do?
The best way to find me is really to go on my website, fanietemi.com. Yeah, it's whenever you send me an email through my website, I will just receive it. And of course, I'm on Facebook. It's also Fanie Temi or Fanie G Temi.
Yeah,
I'm on
we can drop the links
I'm
to
on
your Facebook.
Instagram. My Instagram is also the same, Fanie Temi. And or you can write me an email at coachfanny@fannytemi.com. coachfanny@fannytemi.com. And yeah, I'm just a people person, and I love interacting with people. Just contact me and let's have a chat. But
Ab-
believe, wherever you are, I want you, if you can take only one thing from this conversation, that from today, you will every day say to yourself, I am confident and I'm happy. And believe it. Close your eyes and imagine that ideal life that you want. Because if that ideal life is deep within you, is there, guess what? It's God who put it inside there. It means you deserve it. So go for it. There are so much more reason why you will succeed than there are reasons that you will not succeed. So don't be afraid. Go for it.
I
You
think
are
it's a
confident and
beautiful
you are
way to
happy.
end. Don't be afraid. Wow.
Don't be afraid. You know
Yeah.
what? The word says that God has not given us, he didn't give us the spirit of fear, but he gave us the spirit of love, power, and self control. Love, power, and self control. Actually, right now, it's part of what I'm writing every single morning. I am love, I am power, I am self control. I am love, I
Mm.
am power, I am self control.
I am love, I am power, I am self control. Wow, that is powerful. And we have Rashmi saying, great girls. As
Hi,
Severera
Rashmi.
saying, amen to what we just said.
Hi, say.
And she also says, nice one, best interview. Thank you so much. I love you, girl.
Yeah,
And
so true.
Tanya is saying, love, power, and self control. Yes, we're going to start writing it right now. Yes, you already started.
Because I could feel some fear at some point in my life, and I went back to the word, and the word says he has not given us the spirit of fear, but love, power, and self control. Love, power, and self discipline. I say, okay, this is the new belief, the new paradigm that I want to build, so that it will, guess what? Poof, completely remove the fear that it was there. So as you strengthen this love, power, and self control, the other one will fade and disappear.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for being here with me today, Fanie.
Thank you
It
too
was
for having me.
deep, wonderful conversation. Please, everyone who is watching us right now, connect. If you don't know Fanie, but I don't know who might not know you. You are pretty like known all over. But for everyone who is new to Fanie, please connect, find her on Facebook, Instagram, or through her website. And I hope to have her back soon. And well, we have so many conversations that we could just dive deeper. And I very appreciate you sharing your personal story because it's really brave, and that you were not always so brave, being confident and believing in yourself, but you decided one day, you saw it in your son and said, it's your mom. And she is not giving up on herself. So thank you so much for sharing your story with us. Tanya is saying, thank you, ladies. Amazing show as usual. Thank you so much, Tanya. Yes, we still have to get you on my show. So let's talk after that. And
Thank you so much for
yes,
having
is
me.
there
It was
any
my
last
plum
word
pleasure.
that you want to say to the audience?
I would say that really, Beata is one of someone very dear to my heart. I remember her very well. The first time I heard her when she was given to speak at the Power Voice, and I was like, "Who is this with this accent? Wow!" And I love just her joy, how she had the accent was really, I mean, encouraging her, just feeding her with this confidence, this belief that everything is going to be. So really, really connect with Beata. She's just a great person, and I love you, Beata. Thank you so much for having
I
me.
love
And to
you.
you
And
all people, remember your dream life is possible, and you are confident and you are happy. Say it
yes,
to yourself every single day until it becomes natural for you, until you really
absolutely.
start expressing it.
Thank you. And for everyone who will watch us later, please share with your friends and family, because you never know who might need that
So true.
particular to hear that particular message today. We are all here about hope, awareness, and inspiring transformation. So please help us to spread the message. Bye for now, Tanya. Yes, bye for now. See you next week. Oh, by the way, no, not next week, in 2 weeks, because I be traveling, but I will be here soon. And again, connect with Tami, because she's phenomenal. She's fabulous, as she says. So thank you. Have a wonderful day, evening, wherever you are in the world. I love you. Thank you.
Thank you, Beata, and thank you, everyone. Bye bye.